AMD up 8%, Recover SanDisk Memory Company up 15%, Micron up 12%. AI CapEx doubt, right? So capital expenditures is how much these companies are spending on other things to invest into the business, right? Separate thesis. Traders are watching Google, right? Google's results specifically for evidence of return on massive AI infrastructure spend with software names hit again ahead of the print. You want to break down Google for us, brother? Right, you got it right here.
Let's see what's up.
Pull up the chart and see what's up with the Google. You know, Google got their earnings. This is when they report all that money they spent, what they spending their money on. And like I said, a lot of these companies are getting into AI, right? They want to spend that AI on the infrastructure, the money on the AI infrastructure, the money on the data centers, the money on softwares and all these, you know, they want to spend this money on AI and they're spending billions of it, you know? So now us as investors, the reason why they call them hyperscalers, you know, Google, Meta, Amazon, Apple, all these companies, Tesla, they're spending a lot of money on this AI. We trying to see whether or not it's going to make us some money.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't making no money, you spending these billions, what's going on, man? So.
And that's exactly what was happening. That's why a lot of the talks was like a lot of these stocks are, or a lot of these companies that have an AI associated with it, they're overpriced.
Yeah.
We're like, are we really paying for what we really paying for? But this is Google right here. I have marked out just a few key levels. I got the low of April right here, which is at
that's where we came from.
271.
271. I was telling you guys about Google. We was talking about it when it was like $200.
We was. Hey, they really don't even remember when we was talking about Google when we was on the water. This is before the Wolf Wednesdays was on the. You feel me? We was outside with the Wolf Wednesdays. Google was low.
Google was low, man.
That was like November. Let me look real quick. That was like October. Google was low.
Okay. Google was 236. Google was one of the companies that took off because they've been just they really adapted to this AI race.
No cap.
So shout out to Google.
Shout out to Google.
If we ever hit 270 again, well, you better pray we hit 270 again. And if we do, you better sell
everything.
You don't even pay rent that much.
No cap. You gotta figure it out. Take a loan out,
so
man.
Take a loan out.
Oh, wait. Nah, though, man. We coming from this low down here, 270, all the way from this high up here, 404. This is a 48, almost a 50% gain. Solid. Now going down to the real, backwards. Going down to the real nitty gritty. We are in between this range right here. I marked out this level down here because this is the lowest of the range.
Yeah.
But this is the level that we like right here. We had a little bit of consolidation. We broke below, closed above it, came right back down, played with it right here, then shot up. Then we came up here, retested. We acted like we was touching this level up here, dropped below, and then came to retest it for real and dropped. And then, I'm moving too fast. We came to touch this level, this resistance level. Shot right back down to the support level.
Yeah.
So now we're here. This is a prime. These are key levels right here. But just this simple technical analysis, you can kind of see where price is at and what it's doing now. We've already came to touch this level. Look, history doesn't always repeat itself, but it rhymes. We didn't come up here. We didn't touch it, but we did come up and touch it here. We did touch it here. Who's to say if we come down this low or tomorrow could be a great day for Google? You feel me? There's no telling, but just off the fact that you know what the rest of the chart looks like, we're in this range right here. We haven't broken out of either of these since June, since the beginning of June. We're gonna be at the end of July next week, right? So this whole month we've been playing. You know exactly what position it's going in. Just based off of these key levels right here. You know exactly where to get in. You know exactly how. You know how long to hold. You feel me? To an extent.
Yes, sir. For real. You know, this is actually a great chart looking at. And then their earnings are tomorrow, guys. So look.
They're definitely
so how I'm looking at it, Flash just broke it down. You see we're at the bottom of the range. This is the top of the range. This is the all-time high. I personally believe Google is a $400 stock, and we know it's a $400, $500 stock. So if you're able to get it at the less than 400, 340, 330, hey, this is how we look at the market. This is how you take advantage. And we put them in the range. Flash put this in the range, and you can see, according to the range, we ain't in the middle. We ain't at the bottom all the way yet, right? But we could get but we have earnings tomorrow. There's a chance that we don't get that low, right? But there is a chance that we do. So if it was me personally, knowing that, hey, even if Google beats all their earnings tomorrow and they're making all their money, which they most likely are, what people are watching is how much revenue are they getting from the money that they're spending on AI. And we know that their money that they're spending on data centers and stuff, that's not going to come with a return right away.
Nope.
You know? So more than likely, in my opinion, Google will do well tomorrow. They'll beat their earnings and they might still slide, but then they're going to go back up. And but if you don't know, you got $344 for a full share, take $140, $150. You might buy some today if you want to get a part of it before the earnings. And then take another if we go lower, because there's a chance that I'm wrong and this shit just goes from 340 to 360 tomorrow.
But if you see, we were only here that last time for a day. So if that's the case, we can't predict what's going to happen with Google, but just based off of the chart alone, you can kind of see that we will be rejecting off of somewhere around here, even if we break this low. We're coming back up.
We're coming right back up.
Let me mark out another level, because if it does break this, it's only coming right here. There's a gap that needs to be filled.
Yeah,
it's two gaps. Damn. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of room ultimately. I don't think just off the earnings alone that we'll be coming this low. But even if that were to be the case, take advantage. Just like Official Go Getter said, get in before the earnings. See what that investment does. They do better, you benefit from that. If they drop lower, you still benefit because you're getting it at a lower price. The thing about investing is it's not a losing game. Like, you don't really ever lose, like I said, the full circle wealth psychology, man. We thinking about the money that we put into this investment account, it ain't even for us, it's for us later. So with that being said, we really ain't losing. We don't think of it as a loss in any capacity, because we know that this money is going be somewhere else completely in the next however long amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage.
Yeah.
That's it. Take advantage.
Yeah, take advantage, man. You got Apple. We had Apple, even another company, right? Apple is hitting all-time highs. They're at 335. Apple was a company that was stalling around for a good minute. We was talking smack about Apple. But as soon as you had that hit, April 2026, right? They've been rising. Right, and they even gave us a chance to pull back after the rise, and they came all the way down to 275. Right, so, and I did mention this to you guys. Apple was less than $300. This is because this is how I look at it. You don't, like Flash just said, we're looking at the future guidance. Right, the stock market is you're looking at the future. Right, the prices are based off where we think these companies are going based off of decisions that they're making now. So if Apple was less than 200. We know it's going to be 300.
Come on.
If Google less than 300, we know it's going to be 400.
You never lose.
You don't lose. Uber. I just used Uber when I was in San Diego. I'm playing around because I don't got Uber shares for real. Look, Uber, right? Uber, yes, it's a part of the indexes, right? And it's part of the VTI, S&P 500, all this stuff, but $70, that's a fraction of what I spend on a trip. Okay. And me checking myself on this live call, hey, if I could spend that money on the trip, if I could spend this money on excess stuff, I got $70 extra to put into Uber on top of the other investments that I'm making, or I can sacrifice putting some money in dollar cost averaging into Meta, into Robinhood, whatever the case may be, and say, hey, I'm about to start dollar cost averaging into Uber, give me a few shares of that at $70. So when it doubles and it gets to $100, I'm up.
You up?
I'm up 200. I'm up. If it gets to 200, I'm up. If it gets to 150, I'm up. Right? You want to take advantage now.
Can we see that Netflix?
Yes, sir. That's a great one to look at.